What's up, my friends? It's your boy, Wings of Redemption. And I want to go ahead and talk about the little life tip I gave on Twitter today. The life tip reads, as I quote, "Not everybody really wants to help you. Some people are just curious how deep the rabbit hole goes." This is something that I've learned in my life. What does it mean? Well, what it means is that people will act like they care about you throughout your life. And some people actually do care about you, but others are just curious to what is wrong with you. And they'll feign sympathy. To help illustrate my point, let's go and talk about a couple types of people. And hopefully you guys can relate to some of these people I'm going to talk about. One will be that friend that you're always there for, but he's never there for you. Everybody has one of these friends, or everybody's had one of these friends at one point in their life. A guy that you help out, but when it's time to help you out, he can't do it. You know, they've made songs about it, like one coming off the top of my head is George Thorogood's cover of a Lead Belly song, "One Bourbon, One Shot, One Beer," where he basically, his friend won't let him sleep on the couch. That kind of deal. Because to be a true friend, is not what the person can do for you. Their personality alone should dictate if you want to be around them. And that right there is what a true friend is. A true friend is somebody that cares for you when you're sick, they care for you when you're well, they care for you when times are bad and then times are good. That's why a marriage vow has through sickness and health. Because marriage isn't something you do just because your dick's hard and you find each other attractive when you're 22 and you're both in good health, and then what's to say 3 months into the marriage she doesn't get into a car wreck and become paralyzed? Well, you made an oath through sickness and health. Are you going to honor your oath? Are you actually going to be her best friend? That's what marriage is supposed to be. You're supposed to marry. Well, I can't say you're supposed to marry. Ideally, you would marry your best friend, and that's what I hope to do. I hope to marry someone I can look at and know that they'll wipe my ass when I get old. Because that's the person I want to be with. I want to be with a person that cares about me and doesn't care about what I can do for them. But I've met girls like that. Hell, you've seen them. I mean, look at Shalene. Shalene was money grubbing as all hell. But at the time, I didn't see it. I didn't see it because I had a cloud of doubt over my eyes. Because I was so lonely at the time, because I have such bad bouts of cabin fever, you just overlook things, and you kind of, it's almost like buying a friend almost, in a way, of some relationships. And those relationships never last. And what they can give you, those kind of relationships can give you, aren't worth the money. You always, when you're a kid or a teenager, you fantasize about what it's like to be with a woman. You fantasize, you dream about it, you think about it. You can't tell me you're not. I mean, you'd be lying to me, you'd be Republican at that point if you haven't seen a girl and you thought about what it would be like to be with her. It's a normal guy reaction. It's from having testosterone. And you get to the point where you'll do stupid shit just to try to experience that. Some guys buy cars, some guys buy things, and all these personal possessions don't mean anything in that aspect. All they are is throwing money away, because in the long run, you shouldn't be after a girl that's just physically attractive. You should be after a girl that's actually going to be there for you. And I think relationships are the biggest part of what I'm trying to tell you here, man, because there's friends that take advantage of you too. Past relationships, I pretty much have to pull a story from my own personal life. I know this kind of story doesn't happen to everybody, but you can bear with me on this. Friends that kind of fall into the category we're talking about, and it happens a lot in YouTube. Mr. 360 Beast. I don't know if he still does YouTube. I don't know if he still has a channel. I highly doubt it. He was a young kid. He didn't really have the strive to do it. But at the time, he started before it got really oversaturated, and he had good enough gameplay. So it is what it is. I mean, I'm gonna compare him to another guy, a guy named Deathshot. Mr. 360 Beast, I gave him a shout out on my channel. This was back when I was big stuff. This is when I had like 20,000 subs, and like the only guys bigger than me was XCal, Blame Truth, and Hutch. Those were the three names bigger than me at the time. So I had 20,000 subs. So I gave this guy a shout out. I gave him a shout out before Woody and before Kyle. So, and he got some subscribers, and for some reason he felt like I didn't. Keep in mind, it's a free shout out. I didn't give him enough attention, or I didn't help build him enough. Because what happened is I shouted out Woody and Kyle, which I kind of clicked with. I clicked with both of them. I seen them, we became friends, that thing. And I guess he desired that, but he just didn't know how to voice it. So instead of, kind of voicing it to me, he started bashing me in that way. It's just like, oh. And he did the same thing to Woody. Woody took his time. This is when Woody still worked a job. Woody got home from work, stood up 2 hours later than he'd like. He gave Mr. 360 Beast a shout out. Same thing happened to Woody. People, he turned on them. And you see it time and time again. And like, it hurts your feelings. Like, another one that really hurt my feelings was 8 Thoughts. 8 Thoughts I thought was my friend. Like, he literally, that's the person I thought was my friend. I know he'd watched my videos for years. I helped. I basically, I didn't help him, but I helped him get on the painkiller already. I mean, he helped himself. He's the one with the singing ability and the guitars and things like that. I don't take any credit for that kind of stuff, because he basically created content people wanted to see, and then he starts making fun of me. That kind of deal. And it's like, oh, that sucks. I didn't see that one coming. But those kind of people, some people don't really want to help you. They either want to use you, or they want to see how far your problem is for their own personal entertainment, and you should be wary of that. Always think about that when you're meeting somebody new or in a certain situation. What do you guys think about this? What do you guys think about the color correction? Let me know. It's been your boy Wings of Redemption. I'm Audi 5000. I hope you guys have a wonderful evening, and as always, I'll see you on the battlefield. Peace. I'm sorry.